Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bongile and today I came in with a 2023 recap video. In this video, I'll be reflecting on the happenings of 2023. 2023 for me, guys, it's been like a very interesting year. It was a very interesting year. So I'm going to start with what was my profession. As a profession, I'm an automotive auto electrician. I work for a certain company. So this year at work, things were just not well. Things were just a roller coaster. From January until December, things were like to the point where at some point we really thought we're going to lose our jobs. Like, we really thought we're going to lose our jobs. It was that hectic, guys. But God being God, He pulled us through from the beginning of the year until now. And funny enough, even though those things were busy happening at work, things were not going that well, I actually managed to become a she rep. I got promoted and became a she rep. I went for training and became the she rep of the workshop. And then towards the end, another thing also happened. I became the fore lady, which most people know it as the foreman of the workshop. Which at the time I remember laughing about it and telling my friend, we're like, how can God allow this to happen? How can they make me the foreman of a workshop, the workshop that looks like it's about to collapse at any moment? I laughed, guys. I don't wanna lie. But now looking back at it, I'm like, you know what? God knew his plan. He has a plan. He knew why I was being put into that position, even though the situation was looking so dire. I still got promoted. And guys, I am grateful for it, because in the process I also learned new stuff, because I've always been just an auto electrician. I had to learn to manage people, to listen to people's opinion, to learn how to respond. That's another set of skills, guys, because in our workshop we don't have a lot of ladies. When I started to work in that company, I was the only lady in the entire workshop. Can you imagine? For 1 year and a half, I was just the only lady in the workshop. Then last year, later on, they got another lady. Then it made two of us. She's a fitter. Then this year early, they got us two more ladies. Then we became four, but the other lady left. Then we went back to being just three ladies in the workshop. So can you imagine being the forewoman and having to give out instruction to men, especially in our culture? Men, especially the older generation, they look at you, they just see a kid who just came out from school giving instruction, do this, don't do that, and like it was just an entirely different experience for me at my age, becoming a foreman. And I've never even dreamt of becoming one, but with God's grace, I became one. And I've managed even when things were like difficult. Working with men can be really difficult, guys. Some of them, they feel that they can't be given instruction by a woman and all the drama. But I managed to pull through, and I'm still very much hopeful. Even the next year, I'll continue to do well, God willing. And I know, because He put me in that position for a reason. Then, guys, the next topic I want to touch on is finance. I feel like 2023 for me, when it comes to finance, it was a give and take. It was just a give and take. Okay, fine, I got two positions, so which means I also managed to land an increase, which was great. But the problem is I had quite a lot of accounts to pay. So when you have a lot of debt, guys, even if you get 2 cents on top, you don't really see much of a difference because of all the debts you have accumulated. But I actually managed to work hard into closing off my Jet account, my Mr. Price account, and my TFG account. So I managed to close down 3 of my accounts this year, which I'm really grateful for. I did not think it was possible, but I told myself, no, this is just too much. I don't even need so much accounts, but yet I have them. And when money comes in, money goes out. So you end up not seeing what you're actually doing. So as for savings, I did save, but I did not save as much as I would have loved to. I would have loved to save a certain amount that I'm not gonna say, but I did not even reach half of it. But I'm also grateful that I actually managed to save what I managed to save, and at the same time, I managed to get out of debt, even though I'm not entirely out of debt. But I still managed to pay off some of my accounts and close them. I did not just pay them off and leave them. No, I paid them off and closed them because I just didn't want that temptation of going back and using the accounts. And another thing I would like to touch on is my religion. I feel like my religion suffered a lot this year. I just let my other stuff around me consume me so much so that I started not going to church. I used to be a consistent church goer, not a church goer as per se, but I like to fellowship with others. It also helps you to grow spiritually, and you also learn some other stuff. So I used to go to church every Sunday, but this year I can count the number of times I went to church. I was really, really, really slacking in that department, which is something I'm looking to change in the next year that's about to come. And my Bible reading, guys, yo, I'm a reader naturally. I can read like novels every single day consistently without fail. But for some reason, my Bible reading just happens to take a back seat. It always takes a back seat, which is just not fun, guys. I don't know. I really, really need to work on that department. I just need to work on my relationship with God. I feel like I'm in that age, in that stage in my life where I just want to feel God's presence even more in my life. I can recognize when God speaks to me, and I can see through the things He does for me. He's done a lot for me, guys, and I'm always grateful. And ngiyazi ukuthi uNkulunkulu khona uyasebenza. I've seen it with my own life that God works at all times. He's not a part-time God like me. I am a part-time Christian. That's what I became this year. In the year 2023, I became a part-time Christian. I just let things around me take away the time that I should be spending with my maker. So that's one of the things I'm actually looking to change next year. That one needs to change. It can't continue like that. I don't want to be one of those people who always remember God when things get tough. Then you remember, but there's a man upstairs. I don't want that. I'm hoping to really, really change that. Yo, guys, otherwise, now let's talk about my health and fitness. Health-wise, I'm pretty much healthy. I have been sick a few more times this year than usual, which was like kind of a scare because normally I'm not a sick person, but this year I did get sick quite a bit, which was just a matter of getting quite a flu, that flu that just won't go away. It just comes and goes to the point where you end up having to go see the doctor. But then that got sorted out. And as for my fitness, guys, my fitness is just like my religion. When I started this year, I was on top. I was on my game. I was working out every almost every day because I was working. I had a schedule of 3 times a week, and I was even posting more on my YouTube channel about my workouts. In fact, I could feel myself getting stronger. I could feel myself getting even my workout moves. I was getting better and better and executing it at performing them. Like, guys, I was getting better. Then June hits. Winter, guys, ne? Winter, then I was start to be like, oh, because normally I wake out first thing in the morning. So which means if I have to wake out in the morning, I have to wake up at 4, put in my workout by 5 o'clock. I need to start getting ready to go to work. Fine, I would work out during summer. Waking up at 4 was not a problem for me. In fact, I had gotten into a routine. The routine was just getting what's here on fire. Come June, then I started skipping the days. I would start workout programs, leave them halfway, to the point where I stopped working out altogether. I haven't worked out in like, I think around September. I did start a clear thing challenge, which I only did for like 2 weeks. Then then I never went back on it again. Then I did try to redo the challenge, I think around October. Then all that went into the wind. Then I just stopped altogether. I just stopped altogether, and I'm hoping next year I'll do better when it comes to my fitness, because I just love the feeling I get whenever I work out, guys. Like, you feel the strongest. Right now, I can't even walk. I can't do anything without feeling like huffing and getting all sweaty over nothing. Over nothing. That's the level of unfitness I am right now. But I'm hoping I can sort that out, get back in shape. 2024. Here I come. 2024, here I come. Don't say I did not tell you. But guys, all in all, yeah, I really am hoping to get back into my fitness journey, just do better than I did this year. Because this year I just let a lot of things consume me. I just allow life to do its thing. That's what I did. Okay, guys, let's talk about my social media platforms. I feel like my social media platform, the first platform I had started was Instagram. I started Instagram in 2020 or 2021, but I think it was 2020 because it was during Corona. I started my Instagram. As you guys, it's really hard to grow on Instagram, but I mainly started the channel to post about, it was mainly for my fitness, because during lockdown that's when we all got into the social media thingy. So I started doing different workout challenges and all that. So I started posting there on Instagram. My Instagram account is growing really slowly because I'm currently sitting at 278 followers. And I started seeing most of growth this year early. This year, that's when I started to gain more and more followers. And I did not have any particular goal where my Instagram was concerned. I did not challenge myself enough because I was not even really that consistent with my postings. I used to be consistent posting when we were at home during Corona, but after that I started to slack down and just post there and there. But all in all, my channel, I started seeing more growth this year, because this year I've been more consistent when it comes to posting on Instagram. And then on December 2021, I started my TikTok. I started TikTok, guys. Then I started posting there, but also I did not take my TikTok account that's serious. I would post, sometimes I don't post for weeks to come. There I'm currently sitting at 169 followers, which I also started seeing the growth this year, because this year I've been doing the most on my TikTok account. And let's talk about YouTube. My longest social media platform is YouTube. I had YouTube like since like my Instagram. I started YouTube, then I started Instagram, then I started YouTube. At that time I was posting a different content altogether. It was all about relaxation music and all that. Then I think last year, that's when I revamped the entire channel and I took a 360-degree turn. Because at first I was not comfortable with showing my face. Then I was like, it does not make sense. I'm showing my face on Instagram. Why not on YouTube? Because I had the videos. I was recording my YouTube videos, but I was not posting them. Then I started posting on YouTube, not Instagram. I started posting on YouTube. Even then, I was not that consistent about it. Then this year, I was a little bit more consistent. This year, towards the end of the year, I started setting goals that I think in October, I was like, no, I want to post more often. I want to reach 120 subscribers by January. And funny enough, I hit my target in November. I had set that target in October 10, 2023. I set myself up. I'm like, no, I want to see growth on my YouTube channel. It's been sitting with the same number of subscribers for the longest that I can remember. So like, you know what? I'm going to post 4 times a month, at least 4 times a month on long form videos, and then try to put in shorts there and there. I did that, guys. I posted 4 times before the end of just first week of November. I hit my 120 subscribers. So now, and I put another challenge to myself. I was like, okay, I want to hit 200 subscribers by March. By March, and funny enough, I'm 884 currently as I'm talking to you guys. I'm 884 subscribers. Like, guys, it shows that if you put in the work, then you see the results. So I've been posting more. Like this December, I think I've posted shorts every day. There was this 1 week where I posted shorts twice a day on YouTube, and I was also posting twice a day on TikTok and Instagram. Like, guys, I was doing the most. I even surprised myself. I was like, oh, why didn't I do Vlogmas? Because as I'm talking to you right now, I have quite a lot of content that I've created for YouTube that still needs to go up. I have quite a lot for January, and I've been posting twice a week. I've been posting Wednesdays and Sundays, but still I have quite a lot of content that I've created for my YouTube channel, which I hope that you guys will enjoy and love and show some love. And then, guys, what else I want to talk about? The house rent. As you guys know, my house got burnt down 2 years ago. It got burnt down 2 years. It was a devastating time for me and my family, and I never thought there will come a day when I would look at my house and be like, wow, it shows how amazing God is. And at that time, I was not even working when the house got burnt down. I was not working. I was sitting at home because we had COVID. After COVID, we got laid off. Then I got another job. While I was on that job, that free Zuma strike started, and I feel like this year the most was done in the house with God's grace. Because if I remember a few years back, someone had said something about my black walls on Instagram. You guys, you know, Instagram is so aesthetic and all that. It's all about beauty and living a certain lifestyle, and someone decided to say something about my black walls, which I did not take it to heart, because that person was talking about something she knows nothing about. But God being God, I never thought there will come a day and I will look at my house and be like, wow, God, you've done it again. like he did it for me. He really did it for me, guys. So whenever I look at my house, I'm really grateful. I am. I'm really grateful because I've never dreamt that I will get into the stage. And when I actually in my town, when I was down and out, God made sure I get a job at the right time. Because right after the whole incident and me not having money, I didn't know where to even begin. I did not know where to even begin, where the house was concerned. I remember, if you watched my home reno video, there was a time when I actually moved in this house when it didn't even have windows. I had covered the windows with plastics, and today here I'm sitting, I have functional windows. Like, God is amazing, guys. God is really, really amazing. Last year at this time, I was looking at my black walls. Even this year, for half of the year, my walls were black. And now I'm currently sitting, my walls are like, they're looking so beautiful. The house has been plastered, a lot has been done, and I'm really grateful to God to that, because without Him, all of this would never have happened. It would have never have happened. Yes, there are ups and downs in life. Sometimes you feel like God is not there, but He's always there. He's always watching over you, and if He can do it for me, He can do it for you. So enough about that, guys. So let's talk about gardening. You know what? When it comes to gardening, I actually laugh. When I was younger, my grandmother had a big plot. Like, in the rural areas, we get to have big plots. So she used to grow 99% of our food. She would grow. So whenever it was school holidays, she would take us to the garden so that we can help with the garden errands and all that. And I always used to tell her, Mina, when I grow up, I'm never ever gardening ever again. So whenever I see myself so immersed in my garden, I laugh at myself. I'm like, the younger me. I would laugh at myself because I would think, I always used to tell my grandmother that, Mina, my yard will be concrete all over. There will be no tree. There will be nothing. Because I used to feel like gardening is a lot of work. But now, here I am, a gardener. I grow my food mostly. So this year my gardening has been rather great. And there are good times, there are bad times in the gardening. January, my garden was doing the most. I had a lot of abundance. Like, that's when I started to really post the most about my garden. It was last year late towards, and this year early. I started to really post about my gardening, because at first my channel was more based on fitness. Then I was like, you know what? I'm not niching down. I don't want to be known by a certain thing, a certain one thing, because I'm one person who does a lot of different things in my life. I have my fitness and I have my gardening, and I also do clean my house. So why not post everything? It's my channel afterwards. So I was like, okay, let me post more of my gardening videos. And I find out most people are actually they're inspired by them. In fact, they are the ones that are doing the most. My gardening videos and cleaning videos, they do quite rather well. So I started posting about my gardening. Yeah. So then June hit, things started to slow down, because gardening in summer, it's always go, 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 go. Gardening, that's summertime, that's your busiest time when you are gardening. As a gardener, what summer you need to be on top of your game. So from August, because I started to grow again from August until now, December, I've seen the most. I had aphids to deal with. I had other hairy bugs that I don't even know the name to deal with. Now we are in December, I'm dealing with rats. Something that I had never dealt with, rats, guys. Rats are busy eating my corn. I have posted a reel about that, and I've mentioned it in one of my gardening videos. It's like, gardening is fun, and I find it very relaxing. And I'm hoping next year I can grow more food, because I have plenty of ideas in this head of mine where my garden is concerned. I've also introduced flowers. I had flower gardening at the front of the house, but I've never introduced flowers like where I grow my food. So I'm hoping I can also grow some fruit trees. I do love fruit trees. In my grandmother's house, we had all types of fruits, and I remember how fun that was in summer. Even if you come home, there's no one at home, you won't go hungry. You can just go around the garden and start eating whatever you feel like eating. So I want to get to that stage. It's the pity my yard is not as big as I'm hoping in the future I can get a bigger yard. And as for any disappointment this year, I had quite a big disappointment this year. This year I was really hoping to get myself a car. I even went and got my license and everything, but with the way things were going at work, it was just not an ideal time for me to do that. And you know, guys, God's time is the best time. Sometimes you don't need to force things, you just need to take things easy on yourself. You don't want to get into unnecessary troubles, something which you could have prevented. So I was like, you know what, calm down, Kelly, just calm down. The right time for you to get that dream car of yours will come. It will come. So guys, all in all, for me 2023 was like, it has its upside down and it has its great moments. And I had, mostly for me, most of the things that were happening in my life were rather good than bad. And I feel like most of the things that happened to me were not happening to me, were happening for me to grow and learn something new. And I did learn a lot in just 1 year. I learned a lot. And so guys, I think I loved doing this talking video. I did not think I would enjoy it so much. Just looking back at everything that happened. Yeah, guys, God is great. So guys, see you on my next video, and happy new year. Bye.